Tell you about the latest developments and much more. I want to welcome on stage Linda Marshall, president of Onstar. It's like the hot seat. You never know who's next. So welcome, Linda. And you know, a lot of buzz on Onstar these days, but I think one of the most fascinating things about your background is you've been an Onstar customer for over 12 years. Which is fascinating.
Yes, I have been an Onstar customer and a paying customer for over 12 years. I'm known as the turn-by-turn queen. I like directions. You know, as you know, Onstar's roots are in providing safety, or more precisely, providing peace of mind to our customers. My background is more than 27 years in a dynamic area called telecommunications, both long distance and wireless, very fast-growing, but very customer-focused areas too. And I joined Onstar over 12 months ago.
And when you're a technology company within an automotive company, it must be very difficult sometimes to get things done very quickly.
It is, and that's what we're focused on. My biggest learning is that we need to change our thinking away from, you know, we're a service industry, but we're a telecommunications industry inside a manufacturing area. And we have to get away from the 3 to 5 year cycles because technology changes no less than between 15 and 18 months, and we've got to get that cycle moving in that direction too to meet our customer demands.
How do you accomplish it?
Well, we've defined our business in 4 key areas and to grow. And first, we have to always focus on our customers and delivering the service that we're known to deliver and grow our revenue within that area. We also have to define products that are simple and really easy to use. And secondly, we need to grow globally, and that's our plans. Third, we need to broaden our footprint in the consumer electronics space. And finally, we need to use Onstar's capability to handle and manage data more and expand in that arena.
But really the core of Onstar has always been, as we talked about, the words that are synonymous, security and safety.
Yes, and you know, we receive 150 calls a day, and that's almost 2 calls per second. Our advisors are available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. They give directions, they connect loved ones in a crisis, and they work in devastations. And one of the ones that we handled significantly last year was the Joplin, Missouri tornadoes.
And you know, I think we can talk about statistics and numbers all day, but it's these moving personal stories that you remember. And actually hearing the story about you guys helped deliver a baby in the middle of Montana last year. You have to give me the details on that.
Yes, we did that. One of our specially trained Onstar emergency service advisors helped to deliver a baby over the phone. And they stayed with the couple until the first responder arrived in the mountains of Montana. So you can imagine the coverage there. We received so many heartwarming moments at Onstar. I can't say enough about it. And just a few weeks ago, one of our advisors in China helped a young man propose to his future wife over his Onstar service.
I'm going back to the baby one because someone calls me in labor, I am panicking and hanging up. Like, what's the training process for all your advisors?
We ask you to be an advisor. Okay?
No, okay.
We have specially trained programs for all of our 2,000 advisors, and our group of emergency advisors receive a license as emergency medical dispatchers. So they can almost act like first responders on the phone, which is significant, and they're certified.
And going back to, you had mentioned China, and this obviously speaks to the global growth and the expansion. Tell us the latest.
You know, China's been significantly growth-oriented for us. We launched in China about 1.5 years ago, and today we have more than 400,000 customers in China using the Onstar service. We just put our second call center in China, and we receive over 1 million blue button pushes every month. To put that into perspective, in North America with 6 million customers, we receive 3 million button pushes every month. Onstar is the biggest telematics connected service company in the world. Onstar is in more than 45 thermal motor models, and we have new services and are expanding our foundation in 2012 globally. And later this year, we will be making a lot of future news for you.
So we talked a lot about global growth and expansion, but also probably something on everybody's mind that we saw a lot of buzz with last year is FMV. Can you quickly tell me again, just refresh our memory, what it does and also what's the latest?
And what does it mean? FMV stands for My Vehicle. It's a unique product that features all of our core Onstar services. including hands-free, advanced crash notification, emergency, crisis, Bluetooth, and more. It's also very simple to install. Onstar FMV is one of the first consumer electronics products offered across all of GM. As a matter of fact, I think when we did some research, the last time we launched something electronically was the Frigidaire selling refrigerators.
Which, that looks like came from the War of 1812.
That's like
as old school.
We did a soft launch last fall, and we ramped up during this holiday season. To date, we sold more than 20,000 customers. And we won a number of industry and consumer accolades, including the Good Housekeeping Seal of Approval and CNET's Top Holiday Pick of 2011. And all of the media has been so positive, and I want to take a moment to thank all of you for that.
Awesome. So we talked about growth, we talked about FMV. What is the future of also Onstar, and then quickly we're going to talk about too, let me digress. FMV, we were talking earlier about how it's also not just made for GM vehicles. Right. This is something that you're very proud of. And kind of fun to see, hey, we're kind of on there as well.
We're doing it. You know, we've also, it's compatible for, in the beginning it was 90 million vehicles when we started, and now we're more than 100 million vehicles, both GM and non-GM vehicles. We continue to validate new vehicles every day, but the most significant part is that Ford and Toyota owners are the two top brands that buy OnStar FMV. It's nice to see a little bit of a lot of GM on non-GM vehicles. And interest is growing every day as more and more vendors sell OnStar FMV. And stay tuned, you're going to hear more about FMV future this year.
And as I jump the gun, let's talk about the future of OnStar. What's next?
You know, a lot of OEMs are working on developing telematics or diagnostic platforms. We've been there for a lot of years and still are. We have that capability right now. Over the last 16 years, our team has built an IT environment that gives us an OnStar cloud platform that we call ADAMS, which is Advanced Telematics Operations Systems. We deploy services to different end devices, the phone, the web, the car, and many other devices. It gives the customer, and we are very customer focused, maximum choice. And many others are trying to build a platform. We currently have the biggest automotive connectivity platform serving 6 million people every day. That leads to a wide range of potential new business concepts for OnStar.
And obviously a wide range of connectivity, which segues perfectly to our next guest. Linda, I want to thank you very much for your time. Thank you.